So in this video, we're gonna answer this question: how do I scale my digital agency? I'm Solomon Timothy. Thanks for joining me. I love these questions like this because what we do here at Clickx is help agencies grow and scale every single day. And this is a common question that I get from agency owners, whether you're just getting started or you're already in the business. All right, so let's get started. So if you're an agency owner, one of the biggest questions that you might have is, how do I scale my agency? Well, scaling is probably the most beautiful thing about any business, right? You're growing, but your expenses or your overhead doesn't grow at the same rate as the income part. For every new client, you don't want to be hiring a new person, because if your expenses align with the income, almost identical, you're not really scaling, you're just growing a service business. So scaling, in my opinion, is to be able to grow 80% more, but adding only 30% of the expenses, and rest of it is actually efficiency. And that enables you to have more profit like a software company. Can that actually be done in the service space? The answer is yes and no. It just depends on how you can look at the product and services that you're offering for your business. See, here at Clickx, we have very limited services, and we do an amazing job because we use so much of our own technology, because we're truly a technology platform at the end of the day. We are able to grow and scale like a software company, because most of what we do are driven by our technology that we built, and not a person dependent, right? You're not running a person dependent department. You want to be able to run campaigns that are going to help and grow and scale. So customers come to us and say, my client has an enormous budget. And I'm like, my friend, if you have an enormous budget, Facebook or Google isn't going to fall over just because you're spending $250,000. It's not, right? You want to have tools and systems in place to be able to scale that can check all of the metrics 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when you're sleeping. So for you to truly scale your agency, you have to truly look at what are the products and services that you're offering. Are those products or services actually scalable? Because if it takes more man hours to be able to deliver that, it's probably not so scalable. But things like ad products, which I love ever so deeply, anything that are ad products that can actually scale. Consulting one-to-one on a client on a particular campaign or a strategy, not so scalable. But being able to add more budget, it doesn't physically take more man hours, but you are able to scale the products or services. So we have here so many products or services that can actually scale with you. Those are some of the things that we help our agency partners from a scalability perspective. Whereas this Facebook ads, I'm giving you an example. Many times it's Facebook ads. What about Google ads? Retargeting. Being able to grow and scale with e-commerce or whatever industry that might be in ad products that actually can continually drive the same ROI. That's what you want to be able to do. But copywriting may not be a scalable product. So you have to really think about what products or services you're offering, and how can you create your business around technology that you could use to grow and scale your people. At the end of the day, you're really scaling the people and the time they put into an account. How do you actually do that at scale? So we've mastered a lot of that for our agency partners that work with us here at Clickx. And if you'd like to learn more about it, just send us a note, leave us a comment, get in touch with one of our consultants. We'll gladly show you how some of our technology work and how we help grow and scale so many agencies all over the world. If you have more questions, leave us in the comment, click that like button, tell us more about your strategy that you're using to scale a digital agency. And I gotta tell you, I've been in this field for so long, and every single day we're working on improving different systems and process to not only help scale our agency, but to help scale the actual clients that we're working with, their campaigns, their ROI. Regardless of who the agency is, you want to make sure the return on ad spend is there, return on marketing is there. That is the number one goal. Scaling is a secondary challenge. Once you know your niche, once you know what products, services, once you know who your partners are you're going to be working with, once you know your technology, you want to make sure the ROI is consistently there day after day. So I hope you get some value out of this video. If you have more questions, send that in. If you like this video, click that like button, consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.